Streamers have never been known to be the brightest bunch of people. However, this week in streaming has seemed to have taken it to a whole nother level with just like a dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb thing happening. So it started from like being deeply in debt all the way to shooting your best friend with a crossbow. So first off, a couple months ago, everyone heard about Mizkif being or owing a lot of money.
Frank, am I a bad friend for not doing that? Do it for content? I literally don't have that kind of money to throw around. Like, these people must think because I was like, sure, I can give you 400K for like 1 or 2 months, Mizkif. They think I'm like secretly hoarding like $10 million or something. I'm like...
So if you hadn't heard, Mizkif a couple months ago, like borrowed money from Emu, $400,000 because there was issues with taxes because apparently his accountant screwed up. Now, luckily, they didn't actually need the money, or he didn't actually need the money. They figured it out. Until recently, where it seems like they didn't actually figure it out. They just screwed him even more.
He's like, this is not going to be easy to get. So I said, okay, how am I supposed to pay $700,000 in taxes? I don't have that. He said, I don't know, but I have worse news for you. He then tells me, you owe $700,000 in taxes, and your stupid accountants put an extension in January. So you owe this money right now.
Now, it's really hard to feel bad for Mizkif because if you're paying like 700 grand in taxes, especially for a quarter, you're making 8 figures a year, no problem. Luckily for him, this doesn't matter at all because it's only $700,000. And when you have millionaire friends, it really doesn't matter at all.
Like for real, for real?
For real, for real.
Yeah, I can wire you. But like, you actually give it back to me.
I swear.
You swear.
Like, you're the first person I pay.
Yeah, so he owes like $800,000 and he's just getting all his millionaire friends to donate or let him borrow hundreds of thousands of dollars from them so he can pay it back and then he'll pay his friends back. So kind of not his fault, kind of his fault. Maybe you should have a little more money on hand so stuff like this doesn't happen again, but whatever. Now, this is another streamer who is a little spoiled, kind of gets upset about devs being nice to them.
Or did I not see it? I just passed it? Oh, I'm stupid. That's great. Oh, good. The main menu's copyrighted, dude. The main menu's been copyrighted the whole time. Are you for real?
It just annoys me when streamers act entitled because, like, streamer mode is something that devs don't have to do. They're doing it because it's a nice thing to do. Like, because first off, most streamers don't care about copyright because as long as you aren't on YouTube, it's usually not that big of a deal to listen to like copyrighted music in a game. So the fact that there's a streamer mode at all, that devs like spend time on that mode to remove certain songs for you, you should be happy that it's in the game, but you shouldn't be like unhappy if it's not in the game or if it removes a lot of the music. Now this next one isn't too bad. It's just a content goblin or gremlin doing anything for content. And like, I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff, but like sitting in a bowl of milk.
They didn't even splatter anywhere.
Like, isn't that like a surefire way to get like a UTI or a yeast infection?
Yummy, chat.
And you can't talk about dumb streamers without talking about Adin Ross. So here's him complaining about how unfair life is.
There's one motherfucker specifically that I love without to death, and I'll die for that person, bro. And that motherfucker got told by a manager or corporation, some corporate pussy white businessmen, don't associate with Adin anymore. He's off the walls.
Like first off, like, does Adin realize he's white too? So using it as an insult is kind of dumb. But like, yeah, like this is the thing I hate the most is like how like actions have consequences. You can say and do anything you want. Adin Ross can be as like racist and homophobic and transphobic as you want on Kick because you're not going to get banned on Kick. But there's going to be other consequences. Some people aren't set for life. Some people actually have to worry about their career. So some people have to like not be total like scumbag degenerate. Some people actually have morals. Some people don't want to just say anything to piss people off, to get clips and get more famous, to get like a bigger bag. So you can't get upset when people are also worrying about their own future. And unfortunately for some people, if you're lucky enough to have like a long career in streaming, that can come up to bite you in the ass. Now I'm really glad that they really didn't have a whole lot of like the cameras weren't everywhere when I was growing up, because like I don't ever have to worry about this happening to me.
Waking up one morning feeling like
don't watch this. No. What is this? No, don't.
wake up in the morning and feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city before I leave.
Where's my blindfold, dog?
Yeah, that's me.
So like a kid being a kid isn't dumb. Like everyone does embarrassing things as a kid. The dumb thing is Mizkif digging into people's past, because I don't know if he really wants people to be like bringing up old clips from his early days on Twitch or with the CX gang. And then the clip to top it all off, and the reason why I did this whole like dumb week thing is this is like literally one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. The only other thing I've heard that was dumber than this is like back in the day, there was a girlfriend who shot a boyfriend for like a YouTube video. She shot him with a Magnum, but he was holding up a phone book because they thought that the phone book would stop the bullet. Well, it didn't, and he died. Now, luckily for her, she only got like 6 months because it was an accident. And I guess they did kind of succeed. They did go viral for this, but probably not in the way that they're hoping for. However, doing it with a crossbow is like somewhat safer, right? So like apparently these guys came out and said that they're trying to like push the bounds of Twitch TOS to try to get banned. And it succeeded because they got banned.
All right, chat. What do you think? Do you think this arrow can make it straight through that door? You think? No, I think that's a bad idea. I'm not that accurate.
I sighted it in it.
So to be clear, they've been heavily drinking and they have a crossbow, and they're trying to decide if the crossbow without a tip on the bolt will punch through that door. And this idiot right here thinks that he should put an apple on his head and they should try to shoot his apple off. But look, at least one guy is smart enough to know, oh no, that's a really bad idea. So here he is loading the crossbow.
Let's place your bets. Safety is off. Joey's gonna be on the other side of the door. You don't have to make a poll, just type chat.
So did you hear that last part? The guy is telling Joey to stand at an angle, so don't stand right behind the door.
Do you think it'll go through the door or not? It's Joey. Are you right behind the door? I don't think Joey's right behind the door. If he is, I'm not liable for this.
Yeah, so instead of make sure that the cameraman is not behind the door, they just send it anyways.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Are you good?
All right. Fucking.
Are you actually not good?
Yeah, he's actually not good. And they cut the stream. So the stream was off for a couple of minutes until they came back.
Fine. He's good. Joey is good. He's not fine. He's not fine. We are done with anything crossbow related.
Don't.
And that looks so bad.
Yeah, I mean, don't feel good.
Yeah, no.
You can literally see in. Nothing's coming out, but.
How did it? It just straight up fucking.
The arrow went through
Like,
my
what
favorite
do you-
shirt.
So yeah,
Oh
the bolt went straight through the shirt into him. Luckily, there was like there wasn't a tip on it. It was like a flat surface, so it didn't penetrate deeply. But like, I'm still shocked that people are this dumb. And like after it happened, they were shocked. They're like, "How did that actually happen? I didn't think it would actually happen." Like, streamers, man, always taking it to the next level. Like when I think I've seen this dumbest thing, like live on Twitch, it is always surpassed. So maybe I'm actually stupid too, that I keep underestimating just how dumb streamers are.